Yesterday, I was on a sales call in my studio here, and that's my kitchen. My two sons were doing the dishes, my 15-year-old son and my 12-year-old son, and they overheard me having a sales call with a client. I was selling my London sales training to the client that's taking place in March 27. And the client says to me, Paul, I've attended this type of sales trainings before and I didn't get results. Why should I come for yours? Then I said to the client, can I ask you a question, please? The client said yes. I said, if a thief is caught wearing a white Nike trainers, does that mean that everybody wearing white Nike trainers is a thief? I paused. The client started laughing and I started laughing. Then I closed the client. Why did I close that client? Because of the power of a question, a pause, and a pivot into the close. Sales is not about talking. It is about asking powerful questions. It will make the client close themselves. So if you're on a sales call with a client and you record that sales call, right? If you print out the transcription of that call and you read it, if you notice that you're talking more than the client, you're doing it wrong. Learn to ask questions and just keep your mouth closed and pause. A lot of times, the client will close themselves. Your most powerful weapon as a salesperson on the phone or in front of a person is in the quality of questions that you ask the client and not in what you say. Did you get that? Great. So that's the first thing I learned about sales last week. The second thing I learned about sales last week is the power of contact. If you ask me one thing about what selling is, it's about contact. It's a contact sport. The more people you call, the more people you text, the more people you DM, the more people you reach out to, the higher the chances that a few of them will become your paying customers. So one of the things to show that you are going to do well in a quarter, in a month, in a week in sales is how many people are you reaching out to? You know what? Some people will do everything but to reach out to somebody. They will create content. They will do everything, but they will never pick up their phone to send a DM or call someone. The money is in the contact and the money is in the follow-up after the contact. So are you calling somebody? Are you texting somebody? Are you DMing somebody? That is the true testament if you are going to succeed in sales. So check yourself out. Anytime you are not in touch with a person, just know you are not going to meet your sales target. The fastest way to meet your sales target is have clarity on that target. Pick up the phone and just call. Shake hands with people. Send a DM. Do something. The more people you reach out to, the higher the probability that you will close sales. Speaking about contacts, LinkedIn is a platform that I wasn't sure of. I play on Instagram a lot. I wasn't sure of LinkedIn. When I hear people saying they make money on LinkedIn, I wasn't too sure of it. But I began to educate myself because a lot of times your mountain is your ignorance. So I began to watch a lot of videos on LinkedIn, on how to understand the platform of LinkedIn, how to post on LinkedIn. So I posted a video, I posted a post about me teaching a company in Africa about the power of podcasting. And somebody got in the DM and somebody got in the comments and made a comment in the comment of the post. I followed up on that comment. I went to this person's DM on LinkedIn. I closed this person. This person is currently a client of mine now because I contacted that person. That has given me my second client on LinkedIn. So now I paid for Sales Navigator because I said to myself, I will not pay for Sales Navigator on LinkedIn until the platform justifies itself in my business. So now the platform has paid me. So now I paid for Sales Navigator. I have gotten like 3 meetings now booked in my calendar in Sales Navigator because I send out a DM or a message to people every single time on LinkedIn. I mean, what's the worst they'll tell you? They'll tell you no, and that's it. The downside of not closing a sale is small. But what's the upside? The upside is it may literally change your life. If you, speaking of changing your life, this channel can actually change your life. Have you subscribed to this channel? If you haven't, click on the subscribe button, write a comment, share this with somebody if you're getting, raw sales content off the back of these things that you are learning. I'm also doing a free class, a free webinar called How to Get Your Next 100 Customers. The link is going to be in the show notes as well. Check it out and come for that. If you want to be in a community, I've got a paid WhatsApp group. Everything's on the show notes. Check that out. The other thing I learned about sales this week that I think is very, very powerful, very, very important is the power of prayer. I know many people don't talk about this a lot, but sales is spiritual. I don't know about you. I believe that sales is spiritual. It is spiritual. It is spiritual. So I'm going to be hosting a few conferences in London for select clients of mine, and I always say that I want to host those events. I write it down in my, in my goals. And when the client shows up and say, "We want you to do this for us in London," I am not surprised. I am grateful because I write down my sales target every single day, and I declare, because words have spell. As you say, so you become. So if you are a salesperson here watching me, do you write down your sales goals? In fact, the spiritual laws, there are 7 spiritual laws of sales success that I've discovered. In fact, it's on module 5 of my 5-day Make Sales Challenge. 1,000 people have gone through my 5-day Make Sales Challenge. I'm going to put the link in the show notes. The next batch starts in April 1 to April 5. And one of the laws of success, of spiritual laws of sales success, is scripting and saying and vocalization. You write down the goal and then you say it with your mouth, because your words have magnetic power. They compel people, things, and events and circumstances to come your way. So if you want to smash your sales targets, don't just keep your mouth closed. The miracle is in your tongue. The miracle is in your mouth. So you want to open your mouth up and call the specific sales target. Call it into being. Call it as if you have already manifested it. In fact, I take it even a step further. I call the name of the industry. I used to always say I declare that I now do sales training for the fintech industry. So today I've done sales training for like 3 fintech banks in Nigeria. 3 fintech banks in Nigeria. So words have power. I even call the name of the cities. All right. So I'm going to be speaking at I think a very big tech hub in the northern part of England. I'm speaking to their community members in a big tech hub in the northern part of England, because I always call the names of the cities. I say I do sales trainings. I call the names of the cities. Why? Because your words have such magnetic powers, and we're not using those words enough. So those are the things that I learned about sales this week. So let me add one more thing I learned about sales this week. It's about your email list. You want to take that thing extremely, extremely seriously, because if you build your email list, the quality of things that it can do for your business, words cannot even explain it. All right. So I hope that helps you. Do have a fantastic day and God bless you. Let's go. Boom.